Love, light, and blessings. I thought I was recording and I wasn't recording and I was like talking to myself. Anyways, so this is a March favorites video. I know I've downloaded like 3 videos in 2 days, which is a lot for me, but I wanted to load these videos before things got too crazy. I'm going to be downloading a video. I don't know exactly when, um, but it's going to be about not only the importance of rituals, but knowing when one needs a ritual performed for them and things like that. I'm going to be doing that. It is a viewer request video as well. I've had several viewers actually ask me about that. So I am going to make sure I devote the time to that video and in creating it. This video is going to be about my favorites in March. March was a month of not only transformations for me, so a lot of things, I'm going through this awakening and a lot of things in my path are changing. um, a month of study, of course, a month of growth, also a month of letting go. Someone very significant in my life, I had to part ways with them. The relationship became toxic and one-sided, and it was just bringing a lot of negative feelings in my life. It's a very complicated situation, but they have resentment towards me because of some things in the past. I'm not perfect by any means, but to be constantly throwing your past in your face, there is a place. You don't have to forget something, but forgiveness for any type of relationship to work is important. And when it starts to become, I'm trying to make up for something that happened so many years ago and it wasn't really my fault. I was a victim of circumstances. I can't partake in that relationship. It doesn't mean that I'm going to never talk to this person again. It just means that at this time it's toxic. And they've also done things to me as well, but I you don't forget, but you like I moved on from that and I tried to start anew and try to have that brand new beginning. But when the past is a constant thing that's brought up, there is no way to have a brand new beginning, right? If we're prisoners of our past and we're just, even if it's unintentionally hurting the one that you claim to love and care for within a relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. We all have different types of relationships. So it was a month about that. That's one of the reasons why I did a healing, to kind of let go of all that toxicity and ascending spiritually and things like that. So very big, 2 big rituals this month. 2 out of town trips were made for that. Um, I also have joined Instagram. Haven't posted much yet. When I figure out a way to link that link to these videos, I'm gonna ask my oldest daughter. She's good at technology. If there's a way to do that, I will do that so you guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm hoping to post things here and there as well. Haven't done much yet. I just started. That's another new thing. Also, I've been performing rituals, traditional rituals with clients, not just via Skype, but face to face. Of course, I cannot afford to spend money on traveling, so the clients do pay for me to travel to them if that's what they want to do, um, and things like that. So I am doing rituals one on one if people want me to do that. I have one coming up soon, actually. So it's been a very busy, beautiful month, but also a very painful and emotional month. So now getting to our favorites. So with all these different energies this month, a lot of crystals I've been working with. So the first one is, can you grab that heart? Selenite. Can you show the people? So I've been working with this one a lot when it comes to my heart chakra and my crown chakra, just trying to send loving thoughts, lots of self-love work with this one. And selenite is my favorite crystal. It's just one of my favorites. Like, I love it. I have so many different kinds of selenite. I love the grids form. I love the wands form. I love the tower form that I have. Like, I have a lot of selenite. I know, baby. Okay, so the next one that I worked with, grab this one, babies. Grab that one right there. Is here. Can you hold it? Is amethyst. I love placing this on my heart, placing this on my third eye. So I did a lot of third eye, crown chakra work, heart chakra work, building up my and continuing to grow my psychic gifts and things like that. So, and also trying to give up addictive behaviors, negative behaviors, self-harming behaviors. We all, at one time or another, have been guilty of that, because even putting ourselves down negatively or judging ourselves too harshly is, a bad habit. And as human beings, we do that sometimes. So amethyst is really good with that. No, 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 baby. We already showed that. Okay, so take this one. I also been working with fluorite. I like this when I'm studying. I'm always studying and reading things. And I love to have fluorite on my hand to do that. I also find this good for communications. So I did a lot of work with fluorite. You can put that down, baby. I also been working with celestite. Can you show them where the little crystals shine? Yeah, so celestite has been a good one for grounding, astral projection, dream work, and talking to spirit guides. So I've made grids with it. I've worked with it, holding it, meditations and things like that. So very powerful crystal this month. And there's two more crystals that I worked with. Celestite. I bought a bunch of celestite chunks, and I love working with tumble stones when I just want to have a stone in my hand. So I did a lot of solar energy with that, masculine energy, solar plexus chakra work, manifesting abundance, prosperity. And there's a certain spirit that I work with through this crystal. And then last but not least, my beautiful Merlin's crystal. Okay, Merlinite. I had said in another video that I had a dream with Merlin and that he wanted me to work with this crystal. So I have been doing that as well. It has been very powerful for dreams, recollection of dreams, talking to spirit guides, and just beautiful dimensional workings and ascension and things like that. So a very high vibrating crystal. I'm done with the crystals now. You want to still be in the video, or you all done? No, you already showed that.
I have some more to it.
Okay, now I'm going to show, no baby, now I'm going to show decks, okay? All right, so the decks I've been working with, okay, so you want to hand that one to me? That's fine. So the oracle decks that I've been working with have been very healing in nature. So this is healing with the angels oracle cards, and this is a Doreen Virtual deck. And I particularly like her old stuff. I don't have any of her recent decks. She was one of the first people when I started getting into the path again. I felt most comfortable with working with her decks. And so, yeah, that is something that I worked with this month, because I've needed a lot of healing and things like that. Another deck that I worked with, can you open that for Mama? Can you hand that to me? It's been the Archangel Oracle deck. I love, this is the backs, and I love the Archangel deck. This is another Doreen Virtual deck that I worked with this month for self. So these decks are all that I've worked with myself. I have decks that I always work with clients with, so I didn't bring those out because they're like the same decks all the time, so I didn't want to keep showing you guys the same decks over and over again. So these are more of what I've worked with for myself, because I do read for myself, and I do daily messages for myself, or at least almost daily, because sometimes I can't. Life gets in the way, right? All right, baby, shall we? Oh, you are such the greatest helper. I love you so much. This next deck is, let me see, Mommy, can I see the covers? It's Messages from Your Angels, another Doreen Virtual deck that I worked with this month. I've been having this deck for like so many years, and I don't know, I like this old-fashioned cardstock that she used to have on her decks. The decks just seem more durable, and I noticed like with her newer decks, when I was still getting her decks and stuff, like it just doesn't hold up to working with them. Like a lot of cardstock doesn't hold up to actually rifle shuffling and actually working with the decks on a consistent basis. And just maybe minus some chipping, it's held up for years. Like I've never had to rebuy this, knock on wood, yet. Now this one, which is what I'm talking about, is one of her newer ones. And this one I did have to buy. This is the replacement one because the other one you couldn't even work with it anymore. This is the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And I also worked with this deck as well. I love this deck. I love the way it looks like ancient writing, but it's like burnt. The image is burnt onto it. Like I love the borders on this. I think this is like my favorite Doreen Virtue deck, to be honest. It has chakras, it has angel messages, it has exercises to do. So I did work with this. I usually pull one oracle card for the day and one tarot card for the day. So these have all been decks. I've worked with these decks exclusively for 1 week, kind of thing. Last but not least, so I will rotate my oracle decks on a weekly basis and my tarot decks that I work for personal work bi-weekly. So this one is, let me see, babies, Ask Your Guides. I don't think I've ever seen a walkthrough of this one. I love this deck. This was one of my first. This is not a Doreen Virtue deck. This deck is by Sonia. I can't say it. Choquette. I can't pronounce her last name, so sorry if I butchered it. And I love this deck. It is blunt. It has shadow aspects to it. It's not going to sugarcoat things. It's not going to tell you what you want to hear. And as much as I love healing and positive messages, there is a place for shadow work. And there are times that you just want the whole truth and nothing but the truth without the sugarcoating. So, love this deck. I find that when I used it on clients, they didn't always have a positive feedback because I like to use oracle decks that are more of a blunty energy. So I've kind of taken it to be used for myself. But love this deck and worked with it until the other day, actually. And the tarot decks that I worked with this month. Okay. Oh my goodness. See how good of a helper she is? Is Vision Quest Tarot. I worked with this deck almost for the whole month of March. And I have lineage to a lot of, like, my mom's practices are very indigenous based. So I have a very soul connection to this. I feel like ancestral spirits come through. I don't use tools to communicate with ancestors or anything like that, but still, like, I do love working with this for like spiritual things and healings, and I feel like the ancestors heal me through the messages that I get with this. The artwork is amazing. Indigenous people are portrayed so beautifully in these images. The artwork is amazing, and this is one of my favorite tarot decks. I just adore it. I discovered this deck through YouTube. I don't know what else to say about this deck. I just felt it when I got it. It's very shaman. It's a very shaman deck. It's not even shamanic, it's shaman, you know? And that is a big foundation of my practice. So, yes to the deck, right, baby? She's reading a story, guys. Alright, so we're gonna put this back. Can you put the booklet back, Bookie? The booklet's good in this deck too. It might seem like a little deck, but a lot of information in the little guidebook. I don't feel like it needs a big giant guidebook, right? Sometimes with a little bit of words you can say a lot. So, and I feel that way about this deck. And then, last but not least, with decks, you want to get it out the bag? Okay, you don't got to snatch, mommy. You can say please. Oh, cool. I do not know. I think this is the English tarot or the English magic tarot. I do not remember the name of this one. I am so sorry, but I know it's something English.
Oh, Mommy, don't know how to tell.
But if you want the actual name of it, I can link it to the video, or you could message me and I'll give you the name. But I don't have the box with me right now. But I worked with this deck as well. And even though the artwork is not my favorite, the backings are not my favorite. For the price that I got this deck for, I'm very satisfied. And it has proven to be a very, sorry, the card's all slitty by. It's very, to me, it's very slippery cardstock. Anyways, so I have had really amazing readings. Here, I'll show this card with this deck.
With it.
And there's no sugarcoating with this deck. So it has that energy of ask your guides kind of energy. And last but not least, I actually like the minor arcana borders because it's very elemental. So it represents the element of the card, and I love that. So you know when you're working with energies of fire and water and earth and spirit and things like that. So I do love that. No, hold on, get this one about this deck. So that has been my favorites of March of 2018. And thank you so much for watching this video. If it's crazy, I'm sorry, but she likes to do favorite videos, and I like to encourage my kids to participate in spiritual things if they want to. They're the ones that are going to carry on the torch someday for us, right? They choose to, of course. Much love, light, and blessings, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, love you.
Say bye, boys.
Bye, bye.
Bye.